Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. Here we have a system of two linear equations. In the given system of equations, P and R are constants. If the system has no solution, which of the following must be true? Here we have four statements about the given system of two linear equations. In the given four statements, we have to identify the statements which are true, and here we have four answer choices. Okay, to solve this problem, in our first step, what we can do is we can write the given two linear equations in standard form. Actually, the standard form of a linear equation is ax positive by equals to c. That is, we have to write the x term and y term on one side of the equation, and the other side we have to write the constant term. Okay, let's write the first equation in standard form. And also the first equation contains some fractional coefficients. Okay, first let's get rid of the fractional coefficients. For that we have to consider the denominators over here, 2 and 4. The least common multiple of 2 and 4 is 4. Now we can multiply both sides of this equation by 4. Okay, let me do it. That is 4 times 5 over 2x and negative 19 over 4 times y equals to 4 times x negative 6. Okay, here we can distribute this 4 to this one and this one. Then I'm getting 4 times 5 over 2x negative 4 times 19 over 4y. On the right side also we can distribute this 4 to this x and negative 6. Then I'm getting 4x negative 24. Okay, here this 4 will cancel out. 2 goes into 2 1 times and 2 goes into 4 2 times. 2 times 5x is 10x and negative 19y equals to 4x negative 24. Okay, now let me subtract 4x from both sides of this equation. When I do so, this positive 4x, negative 4x will cancel out. When I combine positive 10x, negative 4x, I am getting 6x, negative 19y equals to negative 24. Okay, here I got the first equation in standard form. Now let's do the same thing for the second equation. So the same thing, that is first we have to get rid of the fractional coefficients. The least common multiple of the two denominators are 9 and 3 is just 9. So we can multiply both sides of this equation by 9. Okay, let me do it. That is 9 times 89 over 9 times y positive px equals to 9 times 5 or negative 2 over 3 times y. Okay, now let's distribute this 9 to this one and this one. Then I'm getting 9 times 89 over 9 times y positive 9 times px is 9 px. And here we can distribute this 9 to this one and this one. Then I'm getting 9 times 5r negative 9 times 2 over 3 times y. Okay, here 3 goes into 3 1 times and 3 goes into 9 3 times. And here this 9 will cancel out, and we can write the x term first, that is 9 px. Then we can write the y term, that is a positive 89y. And here on the right side, 9 times 5r is 45r negative 3 times 2y is 6y. Okay, now let me add 6y to both sides of this equation. When I do so, this negative 6y, positive 6y will cancel out. I am getting 9 px. When I combine these two, I am getting a positive 95y equals to 45r. Okay, here I got the second equation in standard form. I got both the linear equations in standard form. Okay, now let me erase some stuff and continue the problem. Here we have the linear equations in standard form. Okay, before we proceed with the next step, what we can do is we can consider some stuff about a system of two linear equations in standard form. That is a1x positive b1y equals to c1, and the other equation is a2x positive b2y equals to c2. Okay, here we have a system of two linear equations in standard form. Now let me get the ratio of the coefficients of x, that is a1 over a2, and the ratio of the coefficients of y, that is b1 over b2, and let me get the ratio of the constant terms, that is c1 over c2. Okay, if a system of two linear equations in standard form has no solution, then the ratio of the coefficients of x and the ratio of the coefficients of y will be equal, and both the ratios will not be equal to the ratio of the constant terms. Okay, now let's apply the same logic in the given system of two linear equations which we have written in standard form over here. Okay, first let's get the ratio of the coefficients of x, that is 6 over 9p. And now let me get the ratio of the coefficients of y, that is negative 19 over 95. And the ratio of the constant terms is negative 24 over 45r. Okay, here according to the stuff of what we have discussed over here, so if the system of two linear equations in standard form has no solution, then the ratio of the coefficients of x and the ratio of the coefficients of y must be equal, and both these ratios will not be equal to the ratio of the constant terms. So this is the result we get based on the given information. And also let's do some simplification in each ratio over here. and 3 goes into 6 2 times and 3 goes into 9 3 times. Here 19 goes into 19 1 times and 19 goes into 95 5 times. Okay, here 3 goes into 24 8 times and 3 goes into 45 15 times. Then we get 2 over 3p equals to negative 1 over 5 is not equal to negative 8 over 15r. Okay, now let me go over the given statements. In the given statements, in the first one and second one, we have value for p. And also here the first ratio contains p and the value of the first ratio and second ratio are equal. So now what we can do is we can consider this particular stuff to solve for p. Okay, now let me write this equation separately over here. That is 2 over 3p equals to negative 1 over 5. Okay, now let me take reciprocal on both sides of this equation. The reciprocal of this one is 3p over 2. And here we can take this negative sign as it is. When I take reciprocal of this 1 over 5, it's just 5. Okay, now to solve for p, we have to multiply both sides of this equation by the reciprocal of 3 over 2, that is 2 over 3. Let me multiply on the left side by 2 over 3. On the right side also by 2 over 3. So here 2 will cancel out, 3 will cancel out. I'm getting p on the left side. On the right side we have negative 5 times 2 is 10, that is 10 over 3. Okay, here I got the value of p, that is negative 10 over 3. In the first statement we have p equals to 19 over 4, but here we got p equals to negative 10 over 3. So the first statement is not true. Okay, when I consider the second statement, we have p equals to negative 10 over 3. That's exactly we got over here for p. So the second statement is true. Now, let's consider the third and fourth statements over here. In these two statements, we have value for r. Here, in the third ratio, we have r, and also the first ratio and second ratio are not equal to the third ratio. Already we got this result. Now, let me consider this particular part over here. That is negative 1 over 5 is not equal to negative 8 over 15r. Okay, here I'm going to take reciprocal on both sides of this one. Okay, here we can keep this negative sign as it is. The reciprocal of 1 over 5 is 5 over 1 as just 5 is not equal to the reciprocal of this one is 15r over negative 8. Okay, now let me multiply both sides by negative 8. Let me do it, and here also let me multiply by negative 8. Okay, here this negative 8 will cancel out. When I multiply negative 8 and negative 5, I am getting a positive 40 not equal to 15r. Okay, now let me divide both sides by 5. Okay, here let me divide by 5. Okay, here when I divide this 40 by 5, I am getting 8 is not equal to 5 goes into 5 1 times and 5 goes into 15 3 times. I am getting 3r. Okay, here I got the result, that is 3r is not equal to 8. We got the stuff exactly in statement 4, that is 3r is not equal to 8. So the fourth statement is true. Now to verify the third statement, let me take this result, that is 8 is not equal to 3r. Now let me divide these two quantities by 3. Okay, let me do it. Then this 3 will cancel out. I am getting 8 over 3 is not equal to r. Okay, here I am getting a result that the value of r is not equal to 8 over 3. And also this result does not provide any information about the exact value of r. Here in the third statement, we have r equals to negative 30. Since we do not have any information about the exact value of r, we cannot conclude whether the third statement is true or false. So from the given information, the second statement and fourth statement are true. In answer choice B, we have second statement and fourth statement. So the correct answer choice for this question is B.